Trust in and rely confidently in the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own insight or understanding. And this is Proverbs 3:5, the Amplified Version. When I asked God, what is it that you want me to talk about today? He wanted me to talk about what I have been going through this week in the waiting season. And I was reminded of this verse because it is one that I hold on to so firmly, that the most important thing I can do in a waiting season is to trust in and only rely on the Lord with literally all of my heart. Whenever the doubt creeps in, whenever a negative thought creeps in, whenever the lies of the enemy tries to pull me away, distract me, or get me off the path that God has me on, when he tries to take my focus off of the Lord, I have to remind myself and take those thoughts captive that my trust is in God alone, is in the promise that he spoke over me, because God is a promise keeper. There's proof all throughout scripture. There is proof in Jesus Christ that he keeps his promises, that his love for us is so great that he would lay down his own life to give us eternity in heaven, right? So why would I put my trust in any worldly thing or in anything other than him alone? It just doesn't make sense. But this week, I feel the temptation. I feel like there are other things being dangled in front of me that I know would go directly against what God has promised. And although out of impatience, I'm like, oh, that doesn't look too bad. I could take that option, right? I could take that path because then I could get it quicker. But that's not what God has for me. And I know without a doubt in my mind that his timing is perfect. I don't know who else needs to hear this, but if there is temptation or there are other things that are coming in when God has given you a word, he's watching to see how we handle this. How we handle, do we really trust? Where does our trust lie, right? He, like a father does, he wants to see, like, are we really listening? Are we really learning? Are we taking his word and applying it to our lives? Or are we just taking it and letting it go in one ear and out the other, right? I feel like God allows that sort of temptation. And although, again, it's tempting, I always come right back to, but that's not what he told me. But that's not what he has for me. And even though that might look better, it's nice and sparkly and it's looking like that's a good option. Oh, maybe. I even felt like the enemy tries to dangle things where he can get you to kind of be like, but it's basically the same thing. Are you sure that God said that? Or was it kind of more vague? Like, the enemy will get you to question that stuff. Don't fall for it. God spoke a word. Hold firmly to that promise and know that God's timing is perfect and he doesn't play mind games with you. God's not going to show you something, say this is what he has for you and be like, never mind. So just remember where your trust lies. Don't rely on your own understanding. Definitely don't give in to the lies of the enemy. Keep your eyes on the Lord, because whatever is tempting you right now will not compare to what God has for you in his perfect timing.